Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth to toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Vice-Chancellor, fellow council members, staff of the university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. To members of a university, a ceremony for the presentation of awards is a particularly important and happy occasion. To all of you, I extend a very warm welcome. To graduates, I offer congratulations and best wishes for the future. The university's mission commits it to achieving international excellence in education and research, but it also commits it to work through partnerships for regional, national and global enrichment. The university's record of achievement, particularly in research, is outstanding. The university ranks currently 9th out of 37 public universities in Australia in terms of research income, which approximates to $25 million a year. The total funding devoted to research, research scholarships and research infrastructure each year exceeds $36 million. The Australian Research Council is one of the peak grant bodies in Australia. For ARC grants commencing in 1999, the university had the highest success rate of all the Australian universities in the competitive bidding for research funds. The university has 15 research centres and institutes, over 50 research programs of international repute, and over 950 research masters and Doctor of Philosophy candidates. It is an exceptional performance across all faculties and reflects the quality of the research being conducted by the university staff. More generally, these achievements are also significant because good research feeds into teaching, which at the University of Newcastle reflects cutting-edge technology. Education today is about the acquisition of lifelong learning skills. I believe that our graduates will, in the future, make significant contributions in the local, national, and in the case of some, the international community. I take this opportunity to remind those receiving their testaments today that as graduates of the university, you automatically become members of convocation. You thus join more than 45,000 other graduates and have an opportunity through elected representatives to become involved in the governance and developments of your university. I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Architecture, Building and Design to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science Architecture. Mark Arnott. Jonathan Barnes. Tawan Bunshai. Kieran Burns. Joel Chamberlain. Andrew Cullen. Yolanta Chevonka. Andrew Fielding. Natalie Griffith. Jane Jones. Andrew Kufis. Curtis Lucknow. Ihara Manis. Glenn Ollerton. Daniel Payton. Andrew Powell. Stephen Priest. Gillian Salter. John Soon. Trent Towndrow. Sally Ann Waters. Minley Yap. And Alan Young. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science Architecture with merit. Stuart Aslett. Catherine Cadman. Chi Nguyen Kam. Alvin Chu Janui. Jared Everson. Amir Safai. Danny Hock Siang Koe. Warmi Lee. Michael McPherson. Sally Mills. Saul Moran. Kelly O'Connell. Christine Ryan. Eugene Soller, Fauzi Soliman, Paula Stone, David Sutherland, Jeddah Teasdale, Vutinant Trongchittam, Chris Vlatko, Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Architecture. Zachary Barclay, Timothy Brown, David Carr, Peter Gross, Ellen Ho, Frank Cruitt, Justin Pearson, Josephine Vaughan, Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Architecture with Honours, Class 2. Michael Alder, Martin Hedges, Dana Jamison, Chai Lim, Brendan Lowndes, Sophie McLeod, Louise Murray, Darren Robinson, Colin Shanks, Shane Smead, Nicholas Smith, Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Architecture with Honours, Class 1. Charlotte Foy, John Guider, Jana Hymanis. Darren Lowe. Wei Pang. Jaya Param. Sasha Zender. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Graphic Design, Geneva Smith. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Construction Management, Building, Ramsey Awad. Cal Bragg. Sean Brosnan. John Chen. Andrew Corbin. Lucas Chercheko. Simon Evans. Perry Fan. Jeanette Hilton. Murray Howe. Anthony Milligan. David Noland. Matthew Overton. Nigel Smith. Benjamin Wheeler. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Construction Management Building with Honours Class 2, Division 2. John Cole Clark. Bradley Drelincourt. Matthew Magin. Robert Mort. Matthew Muster. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Construction Management Building with Honours Class 2, Division 1. Mark Aldridge. Paul Carter. Christopher J. Bernard McMahon. Graham Roebuck. Timothy Rose. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Construction Management Building with Honours Class 1. Matthew Cook. Nicholas Williams. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Design Graphic. Kate Ahern. Aaron Ayres. Melanie Batt. Michael Black. Tony Bolcina. Karen Bradley. Nicole Charlish. Jennifer Colley. Jacqueline Connor. Christina Kostovsky. Emma Dawson. Regan Dawson. Stephanie Dawn. Natasha Dawera. Melissa Dunlop. William Farge. Catherine Fisher. Heather Frazier. Elizabeth Fuller. Cara Gray. Ainsley Harland. Jay Henman. Andrew Hudson. Michael Jordan. Edward Kirkland. Susanna Kirtley. Louise Knowles. Benjamin Lidgard. Brooke Matheson. Shane Mexon. Michelle Moore. Sean Parkinson. Christine Pierce. Sirajan Kasim. Heather Redman. Jacqueline Scott. Lincoln Stowe. Daniel Toomey. Terry Turnbull. Robin Walker. Jackie Wright. Michelle Wright. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Design Graphic with Honours Class 2, Division 2. Natalie Buckton. Anna Mays. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Design Graphic with Honours Class 2, Division 1. Alison Miller. Renee Stevens. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Design Graphic with Honours Class 1. Andro Reno Carraro. Lisa Christofouli. Michael Yap. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Design Industrial. Tracy Anderson. George Kant. Lance Herdigan. Hamish McLean. Jeremy Muntz. Stuart Plaskett. Jabin Vanos. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Design Industrial with Honours, Class 2, Division 2, Brent Allwood. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Architecture, Building and Design.
I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Commerce to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Business. Kate Abernathy. Brett Armstrong. Rachel Ashley. Olivia Atherton. Christy Atkins. Mark Aubrey. Luke Barry. Ashley Bartlett. Stephen Barth. Emma Beeman. Shane Beasley. Elizabeth Betts. Gillian Blackburn. Angela Blewett. Adrian Booth. Elizabeth Bosworth. Timothy Bow. Gary Brown. Fabio Baresti. Katrina Burrell. Luke Burton. Rochelle Butcher. Adrian Byrne. Damien Cameron. Tricia Cameron. Nathan Cater. Jeffrey Chu. Cale Cooper. Melanie Critchley. Kirsty Curtis. Aaron Dark. Christopher Debenham. Adam Devchich. Leanne Dieppe. Anna Donaldson. Damien Dooley. Mark Eleanor. Crystal Evans. Sharon Feeney. Kelly Fitzsimmons. Natalie Fleeth. Heidi Forbes. Cherie Gaffney. Stacey Gill. Corey Ganninan. Emma Govett. Danielle Granger. Janine Groves. Nikki Guest. Nicole Hannington. Cherie Harmer. Sean Hodges. Sarah Jack. Kate Jackson. Bettina James. Jonathan Johnson. Emma Kirkwood. Jesleen Quick. Wen Loy. Ian Lynch. Grant McNeil. Wei Kong Man. Dana Markham. Ryan Martin. Peter McMurray. Idris Mian. Sonia Mazevska. Olivia Moss. Christine Mulhern. Adrian Muscat. Zainab Naqvi. Chong Ng. Dean Orange. Stuart Oxley. Jamie Parr. Matthew Peters. Gregory Pike. Michael James Pryor. Kenneth Pure Yao Singh. Natalie Rain. Nicole Richardson. Megan Roach. Stephen Robinson. Tony Ryan. Katrina Ryder. Sarah Salter. Amy Saunders. Nicholas Scanlon. Renee Scarpinato. Carla Sheen. Laura Shelley. Alison Smith. Lee Snelson. Carolyn Stallion. Richard Stevenson. Glenn Stewart. Todd Street. Junie Tay. Pei Tang. Elizabeth Towler. Lone Tran. Warwick Turnbull. Tony Turner. Paul Vanderveer. Scott Van Eppen. Ryan Walker. Louise Wanzi. Selena Watson. Catherine Wharton. Emma White. Leanne White. Nathan White. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Business and Bachelor of Design Graphic. This graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. Diana Hervin. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Business with Honours, Class 2, Division 1. Norman Chia. Kelly McGrath. Eve McLaren. Samantha Turner. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Business with Honours Class 1, Cameron Hughes. Jennifer Whittard. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Economics and Commerce.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present a candidate for an honorary degree.
Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting to you Mr. Brian Souters for admission to the degree of Doctor of Architecture, honoris causa. Chancellor, Brian Souters was born in Sydney and grew up in Newcastle, where he attended Newcastle Boys High School. He enrolled in the Architectural Diploma course at Newcastle College, the precursor to the University of Newcastle. He graduated in 1962 from the new Bachelor of Architecture degree then granted by the University of New South Wales. He was the first Newcastle student to graduate from that degree with first-class honours and one of the earliest university medalists. Brian Souters then won a Byram Hadley travelling scholarship to London, where he worked in architectural practice. He studied the design of church architecture, which was then undergoing a radical reappraisal in response to the introduction of the new liturgy. Returning to Newcastle, he had the opportunity to put these ideas into practice in his design of Christ Church, Toronto, one of the earliest churches in Australia to adopt the new principles. This marked the beginning of 35 years of continuous and highly productive architectural practice in Newcastle, the Hunter and further afield, during which Brian Souters had made a major contribution to the built environment of our region, to the preservation and reuse of its architectural heritage, and to the development of and awareness of its cultural life. The architectural projects with which Brian Souters has been involved are many and varied and include a number on this campus. He was a collaborative architect for this great hall. A great many of his buildings have been recognised by prizes and awards, such as his own house on the hill in Newcastle. This was the first building in the city to gain the coveted Blackett Award for Outstanding Design and is on the State Register of Outstanding 20th Century Buildings. Many of his projects have a particular focus on social issues and design for those with special needs. They include housing for the aged and public housing, such as the Newcastle East Public Housing, and health-related buildings, such as the Mater Hospice. A particular notable feature of his work has been his passion for conserving important buildings of the past and giving them new uses to ensure their continuing viability. The list of these refurbishment and renewal projects in Newcastle alone is remarkable. They form a key part of the architectural heritage of the city, including, for example, Newcastle Regional Museum, the City Hall, the Civic Theatre, and the Earp Gillum Bond Store. The most recent such project in Newcastle is the refurbishment of the Longworth Institute. This was originally designed by Frederick Menkins in 1892. It exemplifies Brian Souters' long interest in the work of this important 19th century Newcastle architect. Menkins' creative integrity and abilities have served as an inspiration to Brian Souters in his own work. In 1977, he was the curator for an exhibition of Menkins' work which toured New South Wales and Germany, and he has continued to research and promote this part of Newcastle's heritage. Another distinctive aspect of Brian Souters' work has been a keen interest in the other arts, especially music, sculpture, the theatre and painting, and his ambition to realise the potential they have to inspire and interact with architecture. This expressed itself in an early project, the 1966 Captain James Cook Memorial Fountain in Civic Park, which Brian Souters designed in collaboration with the sculptor Margil Hinder. Since then, he's been involved in a great variety of arts-related projects. These include the Civic Playhouse in Newcastle, the second stage of the Joan Sutherland Performing Arts Centre in Penrith, and the refurbishment of the Theatre Royal in Sydney. A project currently nearing completion, the Muswellbrook Regional Art Gallery, draws together many of these themes in combining architecture and the visual arts and the new buildings with the refurbishment of the old. Brian Souters has combined this long and fruitful career as a practising architect with many community activities which have further articulated his concerns for social issues, for heritage and the arts. He has been a vigorous advocate and patron in such roles as a board member of the Mater Hospital and of the Hunter Valley Theatre Company, and as chair of the Hunter Regional Arts Association and of the National Trust in the Hunter. It is hard to imagine the built environment and the cultural life which we enjoy in our city today without the contributions which Brian Souters has made to them. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you Brian John Souters, Bachelor of Architecture with first-class honours from the University of New South Wales for the award of the degree of Doctor of Architecture, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority delegated in me by the Council, I hereby admit Brian Souters to the degree of Doctor of Architecture honoris causa. We will now have a musical interlude presented by Marjorie Smith from the Faculty of Music. Ms. Smith will play Black and Blue by Barry Cockcroft. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. Brian Souters to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. I've entitled my address, Stuff of Dreams, and I would like to dedicate it to my wife, Kay. The title emanates from my recent visit to the 2000 Adelaide Festival of Arts. It was my third visit to the festival. I first went there in 1966 and I went there again in 1996. The 2000 festival was directed by Robin Archer and embraced the cultures of the world, including works from Holland, Japan, France, Mali, Belgium and Vietnam. Writers' Week is a major component of the Adelaide Festival and sufficient reason to participate without the other offerings. It starts the festival, and after perusing the names, such as Vikram Seth, Melvin Bragg, Dorothy Hewitt, who I think we know at the university here, Paul Keating, who I was surprised to see was a writer, Nicholas Shakespeare and David Malouf. I thought the combination of Keating, Shakespeare and Malouf would be enough to bring even Bob Ellis to the Adelaide Festival, and I did see him there. Malouf is my favourite author. He's a brilliant Australian author of international status. And he launched his new book called Dream Stuff, which is a collection of short stories. And they're powerful stories which range over more than a century of Australian life, evoking dark shadows beneath a bright sun. The collection includes, not surprisingly, a story called Dream Stuff and concludes with a story entitled Great Day. I think that's appropriate. Dream Stuff, or the stuff of dreams, I think the great quality of art is its ability to lead one to different interpretations of existence, different ways of seeing things. Dream Stuff immediately led me to Shakespeare and what was planned to be his last play, The Tempest. In Act 4, as the events are coming to a denouement, Prospero prepares to withdraw from his books of magic, and by implication Shakespeare from his writings. Our revels now are ended. These our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherits shall dissolve, and like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. My task here today is to celebrate with you your achievements, to acknowledge the distance that you've travelled, the sacrifices that both you and your family and friends have made to reach this point, and to remind you that you come from a renowned institution of learning, from a city that has provided a fertile home, a city which still awaits in many respects its fulfilment. I think the task of fulfilment for both this city, this region and the nation depends on how the graduates from the university, and in particular architecture, building and design, economics and commerce, blend their talents. I think there's little doubt that cultural-led recoveries and economies can be the most fulfilling. Adelaide Festival time and beyond is an example. So too is Edinburgh, Salzburg, and more recently Bilbao. Having introduced Shakespeare and the Stuff of Dreams, I'll draw on several parts of it for quote from them. Our revels now are ended, and you move into another stage of life, no longer the lover sighing like a furnace, but hopefully not, as Shakespeare indicated, a soldier, although with artistic licence, a soldier of commerce, a champion of design and construction. Your revels may be ended, but the challenges have begun, and these actors, your tutors, professors, the institution of learning have initiated you into a different way of seeing things. In 1962, I stood at a graduation at Tyers Hill and received a Bachelor of Architecture. And from that place, I travelled to Europe via Asia, where as a very young architect, I learnt on the ground. I saw the great buildings of Europe, Chartres, Lincoln, and the works of Corbusier. I was also confronted by cultural and social issues which shaped architecture and art, the most obvious being religion and the not so obvious economics. In India in '62, I saw men pulling timber wheel wagons and women and children carrying coal on their heads up the planks into the hulls of ships. The lesson for me in '62, and I suggest one that is no different at the beginning of the 21st century, was the opening of my eyes to the world. And so to my second quote from The Tempest. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself. I think if we've learned nothing else in life, nothing else from your time at the University of Newcastle, we should have learnt not to structure our lives on insubstantial foundations, baseless fabrics. And here I would like to quote from Max Walsh, who's the current editor-in-chief of the Bulletin. In the issue of April the 25th of this year, following the meltdown of the NASDAQ and the Dow, he stated, "When the capital development of a country becomes a byproduct of the activities of a casino, the job is likely to be ill done." In his note, Walsh refers to a statement written by John Maynard Keynes in 1936. Keynes wrote that the measure of success of Wall Street cannot be claimed as outstanding if the best brains of Wall Street are directed away from the channels of investments which have a social purpose. I think the dot-com phenomenon in many ways is a baseless fabric. Over recent years, the stock exchange has behaved more like casinos and less as clearinghouses for capital, for infrastructure projects and venture enterprises. Similarly, architects and designers cannot confine themselves to the cloud-capped towers, such things as Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur, or the gorgeous palaces for people like the Scases and Bonds and Co., and ignore the need for housing for the aged, the Aboriginal people, and the disadvantaged. I think from my experience as an architect, my personal triumphs have been in projects such as the Newcastle East Housing, the Tanoni Gardens Multicultural Village for the Aged, and the Mater Hospice. The great globe itself. Surely this touches a nerve in all of us as we witness the degradation of the planet through depletion of natural resources, the abuse of energy, and an imbalance between the haves and have-nots. Graduating architects today are fully aware that the next big bang in architecture is the creation of structures which use economically sustainable development principles that embody the ideas of conservation. If we as a community do not observe the needs of global husbandry, then Prospero's next words will surely prevail. Yea, all which it inherits shall dissolve, and like the insubstantial pageant, faded, leave not a rack behind. I think the images we see of famine in Ethiopia, anarchy in Sierra Leone, and the destruction of Kosovo all should send warnings as intense as the falls on the Dow on Wall Street or the Nikkei on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Perhaps I'm becoming too gloomy for the occasion. I'm dwelling on words from the 17th century, and we're living in the 21st century. It's time for me to turn to a contemporary writer and the one who led me to the dream stuff. That's David Malouf. In his final short story, Great Day, we see the gathering of family at their seaside retreat to celebrate the birthday of the patriarch, a man called Audley Tyler. A fire destroys the records of the family, but this is insignificant to the ongoing destruction of the family from within and less tangible forces. A member of the family, slightly damaged, makes a rambling, somewhat incoherent speech in which he refers to the heartbeat of the planet and concludes that nothing gets lost. The last sentence in the book provides an image of hope, an Australian image, and I quote, "Till here, as on other beaches, in coves all round the continent, round the vast outline of it, the heat struck of a new day coming, the light that fills the world." The imagery of this line could very well refer to you graduates. You are the new day coming, and your contribution will provide the leadership that is required in our society, the light that fills the world. I think this would be a fitting finish, but it's a false coda. I still have some other important things to discuss or to say. On the 14th of March of this year, a very dear colleague of mine died, a man born in Germany in 1925. He was born at a time and place which meant that he would be forced to fight in Hitler's army. Through this man, Dr. Kurt Ascher, I learned about the history of architecture, of scholarship, the life and customs of the regions around Oldenburg, but most significantly about the quality of the human spirit and the barrenness of bigotry and racism. I learned that the quality of human decency and spirit does not reside in a single race of people. There is a brotherhood of man which transcends colour and creed. At another time, an earlier time, I was influenced by another man, an architect who was born in the same year as Ascher and who also had the misfortune to be called to war on the other side, our side. His name was Raymond Wilson, who was the man who brought me to architecture. Yet another architect who I never met and yet who had an influence on my life, both in architecture and integrity, was also a German. His name was Friedrich Menkens. He too was influenced by war. In his case, he fled from war, from the Franco-Prussian War, to work as an architect. He came from Oldenburg to Newcastle and enriched our architectural landscape. A fourth architect, my professor of architecture, Eric Parker, was yet another inspirational person in my life. All four were, to me, great men, both as architects and humanitarians. I think it's important for you to realise that role models, inspiration people, are vehicles to success in your work and your life. Looking back over my address, I've put to you the structure for success through role models, both tangible and distant. The remote ones being the writers, the musicians, the economists and the creative thinkers, whom we study and allow to affect the way we see things. In biblical terms, however, we should be aware of the false prophets. There are those like Gordon Gekko in the movie Wall Street, whose philosophy was, greed is beautiful. I exhort you to seek out the role models which embody values appropriate to today's world. A world of increasing population, a world of unequal opportunities, a world of limited resources, a place where bigotry in all its evil manifestation exists. Allow your abilities to be directed to the benefit of all. I've not specifically dwelled on the role of the designers, industrial and graphic, although much of what I've said with respect to architectural role models, dreaming and visions applies equally to the designers. Many would contend that the car is still the environment's number one enemy, and therefore the design of car technology and alternative transport systems remains a major challenge for designers. And of course there are many other challenges. In preparing my address, I have used thoughts, quotation, words from brilliant minds, and this brought me to a question. Why do I rely on the words of others? Is it reasonable to do so? If we extend this to architecture, to painting, to industrial design, to economics, the same question prevails. The influences from Merkert, James Wolfenson, Lloyd Rees, Alessi, I suggest that it is valid to draw inspiration from those in the forefront. However, there is a difference between inspiration and plagiarism. And I think Thomas Edison in many ways was right. He said genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. The university motto, I look ahead, provides a sound basis for your future. We know in order to look ahead, we need to recognise our past, our foundation. Our dreams can be both of the past and the future. Prospero, in putting aside his magic potence, was not abdicating from life. He was looking at a new future which encompassed freedom and a release from an island which had held him captive for so long. Your departure from this place must not be seen as an end, it is a beginning. I've talked about role models of great writers, musicians, politicians, economists, family, friends and the University of Newcastle. My hope is that you graduates will continue the tradition and become the role models of the future. The stuff of dreams is real and imagined. Let me conclude with Yeats. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly because you tread on my dreams. Thank you for listening, and thank you to the University for conferring this great honour upon me, Doctor of Architecture.
Dr. Souters, thank you very much for those words. I now have great pleasure in inviting Ms. Lisa Crisafulli to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the University, Council and staff of the University, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is certainly the largest and most distinguished crowd I've spoken in front of, and certainly feel honoured to be asked to give this response on behalf of my fellow graduates. I just hope I don't suffer the same unfortunate fate as my predecessor who fainted giving this response last year. Well, it's hard to believe that our time at undergraduate university is now over. Looking back, the time has just flown. I know when we were all there, we used to complain about the amount of work we had and the little time we had to do it all. Little did we know that our lecturers were being extremely generous with time, and in the real world, we don't get anywhere near the amount of time we got at university. But university is all about preparing us for the challenges that lie ahead. It's more than just going to lessons and sitting exams. It's about learning, but more than just in an academic sense. We learn how to learn. It's learning how to juggle study and social life, and how to live on no money and quite often no sleep. No money, usually because it's been spent at the bar on the hill, and no sleep because we've been out drinking all night. It's about learning how to work with others, forming relationships and communicating with different people on different levels. It's about making lifelong friends, having a good time, and it's about hard work and lots of it. University is a journey that we begin by thinking we are invincible, but soon learn just how much we don't know. We might have been knocked down a peg or two during our time here, but we've all come out at the end relatively unscathed and better people for the hard work we've put in, the people we've met, and the lessons we have learned. There are many who we have met and have left an indelible impression, and in particular I would like to remember one of our lecturers, Sue Park, who is sadly no longer with us. She touched many hearts with her enthusiasm for life and her profession. Her kindness and her energy never faltered. She was a beautiful person. We have been taught by many and are lucky to have had the opportunity to be able to have grazed on the vast knowledge imparted by our now esteemed colleagues, our lecturers. The knowledge and experience you are able to pass on to us is invaluable and will forever be etched in our minds. You have helped pave the way for many exciting careers, both nationally and internationally. As a mature-age student, I'm sure I speak for others when I say the very idea of completing a university degree was a daunting thought. It was leaving the comfortable environs of the known and taking a leap into the unfamiliar and the really forgotten study. But mature age or not, I'm sure we all wondered at some stage or other whether we were going to make it and if all this work was really worth it. There have been ups and downs felt by everyone at some stage, and many a tear has been shed. But I think that was mainly by the lecturers when they were reading our assignments. But we made it, and today we are here to celebrate our achievements and to say to staff who were there to point us in the right direction when sometimes we lost our way, to good friends who made university life so much more pleasant, and especially to parents and loved ones who gave us the opportunity, the support and the encouragement to achieve what we might have thought at times impossible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Crisafulli, for your speech. This ceremony is now at an end. may I invite all present to join us for a cold drink in the marquee adjoining the Great Hall. The University Union also invites you to make your way afterwards to the Shortland Union building, where Devonshire tea will be served. I imagine other beverages as well. You'll also be able to order photographs, have your testamers framed, and view a range of university memorabilia for sale. And I suppose show all your parents and friends where you spent most of your time. Thank you.